Today I'm in Vancouver, and as you can see from my lovely umbrella here, it's raining. But that doesn't mean you still can't have some fun. Now, if you have a look behind me, you can see that I'm here at the Vancouver Aquarium. Now, there's quite a big queue. You see there's a lot of other people who had the same idea as me, is to come and get out of the rain and get a bit of entertainment. Now, Vancouver Aquarium is actually one of the biggest tourist attractions in the whole of Vancouver, so you don't have to come just because it's raining. You might want to come anyway. So in today's video, we're going to have a look at how much it costs, whether or not it's any good, whether it's entertainment and value for money, and whether I would recommend coming here. So hopefully you'll have a good time. So let's go and have a look at what it's like inside. And Vancouver Aquarium operates a flexible pricing system. So prices vary depending on what the weather's like and what demand is like. Now, obviously today, it is prime pricing because, as you can see, there's a huge queue of people all desperate to get out of the rain and do something. So today, adults are paying $55, seniors and students pay just under $49, and children 3 to 12, $35. Now, don't forget that these are Canadian dollars, that's not US dollars. So in US dollar terms or pounds or something else, that would be slightly less than you would expect in US dollars. But that's the pricing. Let's see whether or not it's worth it. Okay, so there's the general entrance, and first thing I'm going to go to is the tropics. So let's have a look at what tropical fish they have in here.
Something cleaning for the autumn.
Oh yeah, do that. You want to watch the time?
3:15, there's, look.
These jellyfish are super cool. Lighting in here is fantastic. There's some cool seahorses that are just, you can see them in the green here. Some yellow seahorses. Really interesting. Moray eels are always very scary, really freaky. This lionfish is cool. Anybody a fan of Nemo? Lots of Nemos in this tank, which means all the kids are really excited. There's something quite scary, piranha. They're all looking away from me at the moment, but if one of them turns around, you might be able to see the teeth at the bottom. These are the big ones, obviously, the piranhas. Now into the tropical house, which it's pretty hot in here. Lots of lovely trees. You can see some turtles tucked away in there, and there's quite a few birds that are just flying around freely in here. There's one up there nesting in that area, and it just wander through. It's just a collection of birds, animals that people are trying to spot. It's quite nice that they're able to fly around freely. There's some fish down at the bottom here. I think it's the birds that are quite interesting to try and spot. Quite interesting for an aquarium to have this sort of space, so it's not just about fish in tanks. Some other interesting animals about as well. Really hot in here though. There's actually a monkey in here. You can see him here. There's two monkeys. There's another one sitting on that branch. There we go. So not just fish here in the aquarium, some animals too. Oh wow, alongside the monkeys, we've also got a sloth here. You can see that he's sort of just relaxing in his, sort of like a hammock for sloths. Not moving very quick, but you can see his nose is twitching where he's breathing. Wow, that's a real close-up of a sloth. It's incredible. And on the other side here, there are more monkeys. So there's more monkeys in here, jumping around. There's a couple here. So yeah, lots of interesting things to see. Now in this tank is a huge anaconda. So you can see its body, spotty body here.
That would suck.
Not sure where the head is, but that would be really scary if you were in that water and you saw that anaconda. And in here we've got some caiman, so a little mini alligator style, along with some fish. So that's giving you a flavour of what the tropics holds. Let's have a look what Pacific Canada has in store. So the first exhibit in here is very open air. It's very high ceiling, and there's a very strange fish stroke ray in here. Looks like a cross between a ray and a fish. I thought it was a ray initially, but it does look a bit more fish-like when it comes out of the water. Very unusual. There's some giant jellyfish here. Not sure I'd like to encounter these ones if I was out for a swim. Very long tentacles. Really nice display though. Quite mesmerising to watch. There's lots of different displays and tanks in here. Really busy. Some really interesting creatures in here. Giant sea cucumber, feather star, rough-backed sculpin, and northern spear-nosed poacher. I do love these jellyfish displays though, absolutely brilliant. Really good lighting and just great to watch. Just really fascinating creatures. Some more fun jellyfish. You could have this as your screensaver. Fantastic. If you're interested in a bit of virtual reality, then you can do the Undersea Explorer game, but there's a big queue for this. Now, in addition to the virtual reality headsets, there's also a 4D theatre, which is showing, at the moment, a special movie, but there's a very big queue for that as well. So I decided to join the queue for the 4D shows. I've got my 4D glasses on, they look a bit weird. Can't see anything yet, but I'll report back in a moment as to what this was like and what makes it 4D as opposed to 3D. So I've just come out of the 4D show and it was actually really, really good. I won't give you any spoilers if you're going to come here, but it was a sea lion show, the one I went to see, and the 4D worked really well. They used all aspects of it. Really fun, quite surprising, really good story. Definitely one of the highlights of the day if you're coming here to the Vancouver Aquarium. So I'd definitely recommend it. There's a bit of a queue, but it doesn't take that long. It's quite a big cinema, so they get a lot of people in. It's definitely something you should put onto your agenda when you're coming here. So I've just seen the 4D show for the sea lion, and now we've got an actual sea lions here in the outdoor area. Quite fun. Quite nice that there is. Oh, he's a big boy. Whoa, he's a big boy. Wow. There's also a cafe here with people having some food, sitting down. But this is one of the main things. There's another area. Here come the sea lions again. Let's see if it's going to splash us. Where's the big guy? They're the two smaller ones. Where's the big one? There he is. Wow, huge. Now there's another outdoor pool here with some otters in it, and we've got one of the guys who works here who's telling everybody about the otters. It's quite difficult to see, as you can see. It's absolutely rammed, but you go down the side, you can also see the otter pool from underneath the water. So you can see the otters where they are actually diving around in the water. And pretty busy down here. Yeah, get a better view, I think, at this part here. You might see an otter. If you're lucky. But yeah, you need to get here early when one of these shows are on. Another good feature. There's some seals in the sea rescue area. Some really nice marine wildlife to watch. What's this seal here doing? Really weird. Almost looks like it's putting a show on. Really fun. Some more sea lions, and this guy's having a well-deserved rest. Now, if you know anybody that's interested in dinosaurs and dragons, then there's a whole section of lizards and lots of interesting stuff in here too. So I've now finished my tour of the Vancouver Aquarium. What did I think of it? Well, I actually thought it was really good. I spent probably around about an hour and a half inside the aquarium. Loads of different things to see, lots of really good exhibits. They've done it really well. And I think the highlights for me, certainly the jellyfish. There's an image of the jellyfish behind me here. I love jellyfish. I think they are presented fantastically well with the different lighting. Really enjoyed those. But I think the 4D movie theatre, I definitely recommend doing that because it just added something a little bit different. There was a nice story involved in it. The 4D part of it was good fun. Yeah, it's a really nice way to sort of just cap everything off here. But it's a really good day out. I would recommend that even if it isn't raining and you come to Vancouver, you should certainly put it on your list of things to do. It's well worth it. I think in terms of the price that I paid, it was $55. I think that's decent value for what we got in there. It's well done. It's very professional. Definitely an hour and a half of fun. And it's in the middle of Stanley Park as well. You can see a little bit of the park behind me here, which is a nice place to come to. So, you know, if it's a nice day, you can wander through the park, have a look at the lake, some of the boats, and then find your way to the aquarium, come in here. They do food and drink as well inside. So you could definitely spend a nice afternoon or morning here as well. So from my point of view, definitely well worth putting on your list of things to do if you're coming to Vancouver. Thank you for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I'll see you again next time.